Hey everybody, what's up? I am Yan. Thank you for being here. I listen to comebacks, debut songs, any songs I never heard of for the first time with you all. I'm gonna apologize first of all because my little hair right here, my bangs, they're not cooperating today, but that's okay because we're not here to just really look at me. But sorry if that's bothering you, it's bothering me. But the name of the group we are listening to is called Mirae. I have reacted and talked about a couple other songs already. Currently mostly Japanese members, as some of their Korean members are still in the military. Hopefully they will be back really soon. And the name of the song that we're listening to is called Marvelous. Why is it marvelous? I don't know, but as of right now there's over 10 million views, so I'm super excited and happy for them because I don't know if they are still considered rookies, but to me they're pretty new in the music industry. Maybe not as new as some of the actual rookie groups of this year or last year, but they're still pretty fresh, so I'm happy to see that grow and as they do better. So yeah, it's going to be marvelous because of the title. I'm guessing it's going to be upbeat, kind of maybe a happy love story or just some positive vibes going on today. So let's check out their newest song right now. 一緒に見てみましょう. Exit? They're kicking us out already? There's not much to see, but maybe we are exiting through the door and it will lead us to a marvelous place, or they're going to turn on the lights in this room and it's going to be a marvelous place. Alright, enough guessing. Let's enjoy Mirae's Marvelous. Does not sound marvelous right now.
I never feel like this 눈동자에 비친 You know what this 완전히 새로운 kind of the world 색들의 움직임 날 감싸오는 듯했다 새로워 날 당겨 더 가까이 내게 말을 걸어와 Baby just listen I hello 아름답고 놀라운 끝에 물음만 쏠리니 이 순간 너의 앞에 찾아온 세계에게 인사를 건네 호기심으로 맑게 빛나는 night I feel like on the 참 아름다워 눈이 부시게 나를 감싸오는 crimson 왠지 하늘 크게 피어번져 이 모든 순간 혹시 꿈일까 간직해온 정교한 prism으로 날 비춰 찬란한 색무도길 I can see you at the end 신이 나서 높이 fly 저 빛도 날 비추나 달빛 묻힌 도시가 나에게 말 걸어오는 건 design Baby just see me hi hello 아름답고 놀라운 그대 뭐를 망설이니 빛나는 노로부터 저란한 세계에게 쌀을 건네 기다린 그때처럼 지어진 smile I feel like on the 참 아름다워 눈이 부시게 나를 감싸오는 crimson 왠지 하늘 크게 피어번져 이 모든 순간 혹시 꿈일까 The Mars 푸른색으로 석양이 지는 걸 시야의 지구 법칙과 전혀 다른 이 색깔 따라서 물들어가 Baby 참 특이한 순간이야 alright 눈을 떠 느껴 now So him so cold 다가가 Go I feel like on the I feel like 정말 미쳐 오늘도록 난 지금 내 거야 난 선명할 거야 더 광활하게 번져
what happened other than they played with the word marvelous because it has the word Mars in it. That was pretty creative. It was very fun and catchy, especially the chorus, like na 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 ma 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 marvelous. I think that's what they said. But the choreo was very cool. That was a lot of shoulder work too. I don't think I will try it because I don't really want to hurt myself. But help me out as I slowly dissect what the storyline was. It seemed like he was in a dream, but he was in outer space. That kind of happens in a lot of MVs where it was a dream, but then they're back to reality, but then there was like a little snippet of that dream that came to life in reality. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, so let's go back to the beginning and I'll figure out what actually kind of happened. Okay, so there was that exit sign, right? And the alarms went off and he seems to be running away desperately. Is he the astronaut man? I think so. I don't know their names yet. I apologize, so I will give them nicknames for now. And then we see him just hugging his little space helmet. They're all into space. His whole team is into space. A lot of K-pop groups are really into space these days. But we're in this really pretty like dome-like room at like a observatory, like where the top part opens and you can look at the stars and the sky, maybe the moon as well. And so that's what I feel as we see a lot of old sciencey graphs and drawings. This looks like a hot air balloon, and this is something that I blocked, so I'm not going to move myself at the moment. The chorus was introduced pretty early on, and that kind of surprised me because it was very quick, it was very sudden, and then it kind of sinks back into a more like calmer tone, calmer pace. So it's quite easy to catch the chorus and remember the chorus as well. Then go into this store where they sell lots of older things that I kind of grew up with but didn't really. I mean, my family wasn't really into it. I like arcades though, so kind of like the old games like a pinball machine and these discs. My friend's into it, but I don't know what they're called, but there's just a lot of like old posters, kind of a retro feel going on at the store. And we do go from time to time here and a few other places as well. Usually choreo for here, and I like their white outfits. They kind of look like student uniforms, but also a little bit of, I don't know, maybe like science-y student uniforms, and they look really good in it. And I like how it contrasts like their hair colors, whether it's like purple blue or just a darker shade. It just stands out a little bit more for me. But they all seem to love space. They're thinking about space, and they also live in a very interesting world because we can see this side is like nighttime and here is more like a sunrise or maybe sunset. We see this consistently changing, but this is usually night and this is usually day, so that's kind of cool. Of course, it's all CG effects, but there's probably some symbolism going on in those two areas as well. This is another set of outfits, more student, more unified uniforms, and when they do that chorus part with the shimmy or whatever with this on, it looks really cool and extra powerful in my opinion. Of course, there are also lots of other good choreo parts of the story, which hopefully I can touch on in a little bit. But he decides to wear that helmet, and it seems like it's a journey from there because there are a couple friends who see each other and then they're like, what's going on? He turns around and he sees maybe someone they might know with the astronaut attire, and he's just like, what is this? And then he's just like, hello, you know, just like, I'm just being myself, don't mind me. And then he wanders away, which is very interesting. And his other friends are like, dude, what's wrong with him, or what's going on? And yeah, then there's a lot of themes of space, right? Spaceship, space, so they all seem to like it. But that one friend seems to be a little crazy right now as he's wearing a space helmet and not really responding, but more like kind of possessed or kind of like a robot in some ways. And all his friends are like, I guess we'll follow you and see where you'll take us, because every time we kind of hang out with you, there are lots of little planets and space related stuff following you. So Then they go into the store again. The lights were flickering when he first came, so it seems like there's some magic going on with him or that helmet itself. And so we can see the moon in different forms. I'm going to move myself here, more like sunrise, sunset kind of a vibe. So this is very clear. I actually did not notice the CG effects until this part. I noticed this part was very bright, but I never noticed this until I saw two different moons, and I was like, oh, well, that's kind of cool. And yeah, we see them all like, what is he doing? All right, is he okay? And then we kind of get a lot of close-up of people as well. They have really cool contact lenses too, by the way. But then he just keeps going and all his friends kept following. I'll pause here of the storyline. The choreo was really cool too, not just the chorus. There's some parts where it has domino effects, and it overall seems very powerful and very tiring to learn. But when you learn it, it's very cool, and I really like how everyone kind of had the chance to stand out a little bit. I'm not sure if I would say it's 100% distributed evenly. It's always hard, right? But we were able to hear most of the members, and we were able to see them all at least once or twice throughout this MV, like up close, like the face. So hopefully they'll do better so we get to know more and see more of the, you know, members that you like, but also for a viewer who don't know them as well, hopefully I can recognize them a little bit more by having more close-up or just a little more time with each member. I guess he found what he was looking for, because at that store he found this space thing, and he found it in this room. Like maybe the helmet navigated him to this place, and everyone's like, whoa, this place is really cool. I don't know what it is. I don't either. He takes off his helmet, and then magic started happening. And this guy right here, I can totally relate with him. I love taking pictures. I am probably like the annoying friend who takes pictures of everything, just because, not just to post it online or anything, but also pictures help me remember the special moment or event that happened. So the more I take, the more I remember. It's like putting different puzzle pieces together, but in picture form. So I love to take pictures, not only to post or to edit or, you know, capture that beautiful scenery or the delicious food, but also the memories that go along with it as well. You know, who was with me, what else did we do during that day. So that's just me, but I am definitely him who was constantly taking pictures, and I'm probably also like him who will always be like, whoa, whoa, what, that type of person as well while snapping pictures. So yeah, and then his helmet flew, he flew, and lo and behold, we teleport to Mars, I guess, just because marvelous Mars, that theme was going on. I'm pretty sure they were all dreaming about it, but that one person, that main character, I guess, was really into it. And yeah, I noticed one thing now that I paused here, right? The choreo with that nose thing was very interesting. I don't know what it means. Right now it looks like their nose is a little itchy right here. But anyways, that was a very unique mark that people can remember pretty easily, and they know like, oh, that's Mirae. They have that very unique choreo that's so delicate between like your nose. But being very off topic now, he looks really tiny, the astronaut guy. I mean, is it just because of the angle? But I thought they were all more or less the same height. But he looks petite. Nothing wrong with that. I always notice more petite people because I too am not very tall. In fact, I would be very short, and he is still pretty tall in my opinion. But he had the opportunity to get his friend to take a picture of him while he's in Mars. You know, I would be the one taking it for him, you know, since I like taking pictures, like I said. But then later on, after he looked away from the telescope, it seemed like, oh, I am back in reality, but I did take a picture when I was in Mars, and we are still learning about Mars and other planets. And his other friends were like, okay, yeah, sure, let's keep eating our sandwiches and laugh and smile at him. I don't know, probably not teasing him, but whatever they're eating, that sandwich just looks really good in my opinion. people just make food look really good, but when I eat it, it's like, eh. So yeah, I thought this was really cute. Let me move over here so we can see the other members. Very natural smiles, being a little silly here. I enjoyed that very much as well. So, oh, that's it. Yeah, so tell me about your thoughts. Did I hit any marks that you thought of as well, the storyline wise? I mean, I think Mirae had some space, sky, air related theme going on too before, but this is specifically more like Mars, and there's a main character here that kind of went there. They're, I don't know. So yeah, share your thoughts with me and let me know. Continue to support Mirae and enjoy Marvelous many more times. And if I missed any of Mirae's previous music, please let me know, and I would love to check them out and get to know them more as well. So yeah, thank you for watching with me, and I will see you another time.